I'm going to use my HoloLens to make a guide about this Land Rover. What we're going to be doing is putting this button right there. It's kind of a joke. Panic button. We'll use some tape. Now, my goal is just to show you a little bit about how HoloLens works. But I've got this program here called Guides, and I've started to make a guide. It's empty right now. It's like PowerPoint. You make steps. So if you're going to use holograms, you need to anchor them to the world. You can use codes, but I'm going to use a 3D model. It's called an object anchor. And in my files here, I've already prepared one of those. Here it is. So this is a 3D scan I did of my Land Rover. In fact, I can open that up and show it to you. So here's the scan I did. And even though it's a little bit kind of like rough looking, this is a good scan. I can use this to detect the Land Rover, and that's how the instructions will be attached. Okay, so we've got our anchor. Now let's just name this task install button. Install panic button. Okay, so I've named this, and I'm going to say measure the tape and cut it out. So now I'm going to use 3D parts here. I have this toolkit of different parts. I think I have the word cut in here. Let's search for it. Cut. Yep, cut. I also have the word tape. I also have a measuring tool. Here it is. Okay. Maybe I could put a little knife in here. Okay, this is really just a one-step guide, and so after they measure the tape and cut it out, I'm going to say press the button onto the dash. And so let's get a word press here. And let's show them where. So one of the neat things about the toolkit, in addition to these action words, and there's some tool shapes, there's some arrows, and let's show them where to press there. I'm going to use this square since the object is a square. Maybe we could use an arrow to push inward. Okay, and if we look at this guide, it's just kind of like one step, measure and cut it out, press. And then there's this kind of like completion step. This is where we can affirm that the work's been done. And so I'm going to put a couple more squares there in a checkbox. Let's move to HoloLens. So when we go to HoloLens, I can just use this button, this menu on my hand. So we can see here that panic button guide. I can select that. I'm going to be doing what's called authoring. That means creating the 3D positions. So I'll hit initiate scan. It starts to scan, and it tells me move around the target object. So the target object, of course, is the car, and my HoloLens is able to scan the vehicle. All I need to do is look around here a little bit. Just look at the car. So you can see it's started to find it. It put that anchor there. That means it's ready to anchor the contact. And there we go. It's detected the car. It's detected the Land Rover. So now that the Land Rover's been detected, it says it's been found. let's start working on it. So I can say, if the green mesh is aligned, confirm. And click that button just by looking at it. Now I'm going to put my menu in here, in the car. Get in the car. So let's see. Measure the tape and cut it out. So now you can see I'm just grabbing these holograms and moving it around. I'm just going to have these instructions floating here. Rotate them. I think that's good enough for me. This little measuring tool. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it interactable. So when I make it interactable, it means somebody's going to be able to pick that up and work with it. This knife is looking kind of crazy. A little bit big, you're going to be using a much smaller knife. So I think I'll go like that. Okay, and then we need to say where to kind of like press to put it in there. I can make these holograms really small too. And we're going to put it down here. It's good. We'll use this box shape. We're going to put a little arrow on there. Change the style of these holograms. Make it yellow like that. Hey, press it here, put it here. One of the things I want to do is copy the position of this hologram. So I can use this copy 3D position button. And now when I go to the next step, and I'm going to put the same hologram in the same spot, I can paste the 3D position. You can see it jumps right there. I can even paste it with this other shape. So that's cool. I want to make these green. Just quickly kind of change the color there. So that's where it's green. Oh yeah, we'll put this check mark in. Make it green too. Okay. Maybe make it smaller. Okay. Now, all I have left to do is follow the steps in that guide. I'm no longer in editor mode, authoring mode. I'm going to go to operator mode. It says found the 3D mesh. I'm inside that mesh, so I can just say confirm. And here we go. Let's do the steps. So first one, get the knife. You can see, oh yeah, there's a knife. It says measure the tape and cut it out. So one of the things I could do here is pick this up and kind of like measure it. Oh, how much tape do I need? About an inch? I can also return that hologram to its initial position. But yeah, let's measure it. Okay, cut the tape. About an inch. Okay. Put it on the button. Great. Go off the other side. And press it on. Just like that. SOS panic button. There it is. Looks great. All I have to do to stop my video is open up this menu, press the video button.